The Metal Gear Solid promotion team is giving us what we want. Today, we look at the actual specs and all the key information before you purchase this game. It's something that I think all of us could get excited about. The reason we love the Master Collections are that they're coming to modern consoles and PC. And today we're going to go through not just the specs, but some of the visuals as you see in the background here. Really top tier stuff. You're looking at a handheld game that was made back in the PSP, and it just looks so much better. Plus, I have the very cool specs for the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, PC, and more. Now, check this out before we show all of that. You're looking at unbelievable where my brain couldn't register. I played MGS4 literally probably like 100 times. Honestly, it's the one I play the most in the series. And I never really thought the visuals looked as blurry as they do on the left. And I'm going to replay it again soon. And if you pay attention, all of these new images, the ones on the left are the original game. And on the right is the brand new Master Collection. So this is mind-blowing, to be honest with you, as someone who's played the game. And I'm kind of humbled. I'm going to be real with you guys, because in my view, I did not expect it. So we're going to get into it. And if you have not watched my previous video, Konami has announced they have a development team and a page where they give out updates and information for the Metal Gear Master Collection plus the remake. And I think now that they have a system, I think they're creating a new team with a new budget, focusing on the remakes and these master collections. And this is volume 2. I wouldn't mind a volume 3, just to finish off the series, add in any other little games that they might have missed. But I'll be honest, having this is top tier. In the background, there's going to be some footage of someone playing the Master Collection. I wanted to kind of make sure we keep it themed there. This isn't the best resolution because this was a stream that I covered on a previous video. But we're going to dive right into the actual specs. I hope that's okay. I don't want to... If you want to see the gameplay, I have the footage on the channel. Go check that out. Now, let's get into these specs, and I want to go bar for bar with you. So let's lock in. And I appreciate everybody's time and energy. Just so you guys know, whenever you show up here, it means a lot to me. This is a passion and giving back for you guys. So it means the world to me. And I'm very humble to that now more than ever. All right. Sending peace and love to everybody. Let's do it. So this is the website. I'm going to have the link in the description. And I just want to kind of go through most of these details. And this is the English version. There's all different languages if you need that, but we're going to stick to the English. So it's talking about storage, and we're going to start off with that, and we're just going to go straight down the line on all of this. The biggest storage that I'm looking at is 36 gigs, and that's for the Switch, which is kind of weird. The fact that I would think that would be smaller. I guess it's harder to compact it, but everything else is 25 gigs or 26, which is very good for Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. Then the resolution, you can go 4K on there, which is very cool. And that's for almost all of the systems, as you can see. So that is top tier. And they have this thing called max output, and then they have the internal resolution as well. So those are the two different resolutions you can get. They have image fashion, which you can select between adjusted or original or the Nintendo's versions. And the rest are going to be standard. So that's interesting. And last but not least, the frame rate. This is very key. You got 60 FPS is the max for most. And then the Nintendo games will be at 30. And that right there is all we really needed, to be honest. And this is strictly for the MGS4. So we're going to scroll down into Peace Walker. And again, the gigs are kind of small. 23 gigs is the biggest for Peace Walker, which is very nice in my opinion. Some of these newer modern day games are like almost 200 gigs each. So that's good. And then kind of similar settings here. The thing I want to mention is, like I said, with the resolution, you can leave it like the original, you can adjust it, and you can have high resolution modes. These are what they're giving for the Peace Walker setup. And so that's great. And as you can see, there's 4K options for the main systems like the Xbox, PlayStation, and Steam. And then for the other versions, it'll be a little lower, 1080, but still pretty good. And so that's awesome. And then again, the same thing is 60 FPS everywhere with the Nintendo Switch still going through that setup. And then they did have the image that you saw I started the video with, which was very cool if you ask me. The resolution is big. Remember, this is a handheld game, and they had the graphics, certain style, and a great visual. But yeah. And then, of course, the overall bonus collection, which it doesn't have any games that I'm really going to bother with too much, but the Ghost Babel is going to run at 60 FPS. That was the bonus content for this game. It's only 1 gig extra for it, so that's pretty cool. They do have, actually, I'm sorry about that, they do have a lot of cool stuff for bonus when it comes to having the strategy book and things of that nature that you can use and so on. So that is going to be amazing whenever that drops and stuff like that. So pretty damn cool. So that's what's going down at the moment with these specs. In my opinion, it is looking spectacular. The upgrade is crazy. I honestly didn't think it would be that big of an upgrade because I said, hey, they're just going to port it over and, it'll be fine. But from these visuals, from the images itself, just the specific images where it's humbled me to say, wow, wait a minute. Okay, you guys are doing great. Every time I play MGS4, I'm like, oh, this game still looks good. It's great. And it does. And it still looks good. But when you're comparing it, like I'm doing here, you're thinking twice because now you're saying, whoa, this is extremely well designed. And the upgrade is immense. And we will be playing and enjoying the high resolution upgrade visuals. But again, to each his own on what system you're going to play and what you want to do with it. Personally, I'm locked in. I want multiple versions. I want to get a Nintendo Switch 2 to be able to have all of it on handheld. That's like a dream. And then having it on PC, of course, as well as PlayStation 5 for me, and pretty much everywhere accessible. Physical copies, not start that war, and some digital copies, digital copies to play with, and then physicals just to have, just because it's my favorite series, it's going to be special. So that's the game plan. This is coming out in a month. We're looking really sharp for that. Now, I haven't reached out. I'm going to try and see where Konami's at with this. I want my own footage. I want to get my own hands on to record some decent gameplay and share with you guys. Because everything I have is not direct footage. It's from the streams. They have allowed 2 different creators play in the game. One was a Japanese content creator, and then secondly was someone from America. I think he's from America, but English speaking gentleman who went to Japan to try it out. And so, we'll see what can happen. I can't make any promises, but we definitely need more direct feeds from Konami where we don't have people's head cropped out of the footage. So I'm going to ask them if they can do that. And even if it's not for me, at least give us some footage. That's the game plan, so we can have both games fully in display. So leave a like if you enjoy this. And again, I just wanted to send a thank you to everybody. Sincerely, man, I'm humbled to your freedom and the time you take to be with me and to enjoy Metal Gear. It's the best series in the world. There's not many things I talk about like that, but I'm grateful for it. And I'm grateful for you guys. So catch you on the next one. Take care. Stay blessed. Go watch my breakdowns. They should be popping up. See you later.